Broadcasting from Watts Creative Studios and live on Grove Street FM, you're listening to Talk Local to Me, brought to you by the Central Virginia Business Coalition, with your hosts, Heather Alto and Diane Earle.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Talk Local to Me. I'm sorry we weren't here with you last week. We were moving into our new office space, and I feel like we haven't been here in a while. It was just a week that we were missing, but moved into our new office space over in Forest, and it is fantastic. So if you're a business, you need to stop by and bring us business cards and flyers and all kinds of great things. So we are having today a smorgasbord of food and businesses that we're going to be talking about today. We're going to do another one of our marathon of just talking about our different business members and businesses around here and talking local. Yes. While eating from all of the fantastic food. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how much food is in the other room.
Yeah, so we have food from, help yourself, Woody. Roll on in, roll out.
And fix us a little plate.
Yeah, throw me a chicken.
That's
right. So we have Chick-fil-A.
Yes, we have Chick-fil-A from Wards Road Chick-fil-A.
We have Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House.
Yes, and I cannot wait to try that cheesecake.
Oh, yes.
And we have East Coast Wings. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We also have Jersey Mike's Subs. And we have a brownie platter from Simply Vanilla Gourmet Cheesecake. So they don't just do cheesecake. You have got to see these brownies. They have brownies and like lemon bars, and it's like a peach crumble bar.
Stop. You had me at lemon.
It's so good looking.
You had me at food.
So I can't wait to eat.
Yeah, you had me at lemon. I puckered for you at lemon.
But these fabulous members of ours donated food to us today, and we are just, excited to talk about all of our members and the businesses that we work with at the Central Virginia Business Coalition. So I'll kick off real quick because Cool Talk just ended a little bit ago. It was his first time being ahead of us, right?
That's right. At 10 a.m. is the new time slot.
Yes. So quick shout out to Brown's Heating and Air and Brandon Brown. And not only what he does for, and actually I can talk real quick about him and Chick-fil-A because they're doing that giveaway right now where they're giving away the roof.
Well, let me mark them off my list.
Yes.
I know.
Sorry.
Strike through.
Just, they're doing the roof giveaway. So you can still actually nominate someone for a free roof right now.
Oh, the HVAC.
HVAC.
I mean, I didn't mean roof. I'm sorry. That's
Brandon Brown
else.
does not do
Brandon Brown is doing HVAC.
Brandon would probably do a new roof too, though.
I know.
I'm just saying.
He's that kind of guy.
Stop volunteering me.
I'm going home. He's probably listening, going,
I got to give a what now?
Wrong. Yes, no. So free HVAC system,
and you can nominate. You can nominate until the 5th of September.
Yes, till Sunday, sometimes Sunday night. If you go to brownsgiveaway.com, there you go.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's that. What? Oh yeah, Heather.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. We have a very important guest.
We do have an important guest. And you know what? I'm so Allison is with us for so many things. I'm just sitting here thinking she's an original member of the show. And so we have
I just didn't want anybody being surprised when my voice just jumps into a conversation.
So we have Allison Susba with us with the Adult Care Center of Central Virginia. And today's show is going to be a hot mess. I'll just let y'all know
downhill from here.
So, and she's also on our board of directors, and we love having her on the show with us. She's so much fun.
Yes.
And then we also have Autumn with us again today. How are you?
I'm good.
Let me say your last name correctly, Myers.
Yes.
Autumn Myers.
She actually asked me how to spell it yesterday, and I'm like, really?
Yeah, I'm just going to go home.
I've had this name for 2 years now.
I'm going in the other room to eat. You guys just call me when you're done.
It's all good.
I'm gonna turn this over to Diane.
But we're here today.
Yes, the big reason we're here today and celebrating
because it's Wednesday and we're always here on Wednesday.
It is also Diane's last show with us on Talk Local to Me. I love how she's excited about this.
No, I feel like the listeners are like, finally, we can have a show where we don't have that cackle up in the speakers.
Woody's been practicing though, so he's gonna keep that going.
Our downloads are going up as we speak. No, just kidding.
see.
Start listening next week.
Why is Diane leaving?
Diane loves us.
Diane does love us, and
but we are
Diane
sad.
is such a integral part of CVABC. You know, every team member is vitally important, and that expands from the staff to the board to all around the membership, because it's the membership that really drives it. So, you know, don't worry, Diane's going to be buying coffee from all of her favorite places multiple times a day. So
I'm going to need it.
she's going to be shopping local.
Yes.
Yes. And I think Allison hit the nail on the head when she said a team, because that's what we are. We're a great team of individuals that work together, from our board to the staff to our members that chip in and help us with everything we do. We couldn't have done this move last week without some of our members, because they were
Our gyms
phenomenal.
team. I'm
Our
sorry, I
gyms
should have
team.
included the gyms
Yes.
especially.
Yes.
Yeah.
And our sponsors. Couldn't do that without, we couldn't
Crazy.
do much of nothing without them. They do a fantastic job helping us with things, not just monetarily, but even chipping in and doing things for us that need help done around the office or.
Yeah, I was talking about CVABC earlier today and reflecting on it while I drove from downtown to up downtown, where our adult care center is. And I was thinking about that fact of how many of us have benefited in ways that we didn't think about, just from the networking standpoint of now who do we call and actually being able to talk to it. One quick story. I was at a downtown event that was talking about marketing with, I believe it was with Wheeler, and we were talking about different age groups of how they perceive marketing and how somebody in my generation would be more on the side. Gen Xers will buy because of loyalty. And I'm thinking that's so true. And the guy described, you know, if you have an HVAC company that you can say, hey, I need this done. I'm not going to be there. Come on in. Can you let the dog out? I made a ham. Fix yourself lunch, you know, that kind of thing. And he goes, I don't know. You know, I doubt an HVAC company exists like that. And I actually said, Brandon will let your dogs out.
Yes.
Start your
Room
dinner
full of
for you.
strangers.
He won't put on a
Talking
roof.
about, yeah, he won't put on a roof, but he will let your dog out and eat some ham. You know, he's good like that. So, but we have those kinds of members. That's the
Yes.
whole point.
do.
It's Brown's is awesome. We have other HVAC companies that are awesome, and roofing companies, and everybody else. But it's that same kind of community that, while it may be just in Lynchburg or just in Rustburg or just in Gladys or just wherever, but it's now our community is growing, our circle is growing. So it's super cool to be part
You're
of
so
that.
inspirational.
Yes. And I just met with a new marketing person at Perimeter Roofing yesterday, speaking of roofing.
Oh.
And they were, the other thing I love about our members is their heart to give back to the community. We have so many that are like that. And that's what he and I were talking about with, one of the events he was really excited about that we're doing is our upcoming Community Giving Fair, which is our free nonprofit vendor event. And he just loved it, although it had nothing to do with roofing or perimeter, and it wasn't going to showcase him at all. He loved the fact that we did events like that.
Well, that's such a good point. So Adult Care Center, for whom I am currently working, is a nonprofit here in Lynchburg, and this is a wonderful way. It was so great. I was speaking at Forest Rotary, and one of their questions was, how do we give back? And there are so many wonderful people in Lynchburg and in Roanoke and Salem and surrounding areas that do want to be able to give back in some way, but need a concrete way to do it. So I'm going to talk about Adult Care Center. I'm going to go ahead and dive on into my list of folks I want to hit on today. Adult Care Center is a fantastic organization that offers daytime care for folks who are older and need a little extra assistance so they can continue to live at home. So they come to us during the day. We have a nurse who's doing healthcare management. Our direct care staff, program staff are CNAs, med techs, so we can take care of that side of it as well as all the programming side of it. We have a great assistant director. It's a fantastic place to be during the day. It's the best place to be in Lynchburg during the day because we laugh a lot and we sing a lot and we dance a lot and we do all kinds of stuff throughout the day. And one of the cool ways that anybody can give back is we are greatly appreciative to be a charity with Smith Mountain Lake Charity Home Tour, and we need volunteers for the 8th, 9th, and 10th of October. And you can go to smlcharityhometour.com and volunteer for a 4-hour shift just to show a home that you don't have to clean, pay taxes on. So an hour home is is wonderful. It is small. It's a downsized retirement home. Our hosts are incredible. We are excited to show this very livable and wonderful home down on the lake. And then, of course, there's 7 more homes to go see. So these little 4-hour blocks of giving back, and there's your give back. There's 4 hours of giving back in a really fun and cool way. And it's not that other nonprofits don't have fun and cool ways to give back. I'm not saying that. But with Adult Care Center, this is definitely how you can do it. So go to smithmalleckcharityhometour.com and please fill out the volunteer form, and you're benefiting Adult Care Center, of which we are very, very grateful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, I will quickly jump in and say, speaking of the Community Giving Fair, I can talk really quickly about another one of our businesses on the list, and it's Legacy Auditorium. That's where we're going to be hosting the Community Giving Fair on September the 24th. And we encourage people to come out, the community. This is a community event. We're there from 8 to noon. And all of these nonprofits are there. They're having free booths. We want you to come and check out the things that they're doing, the things that they offer. And Legacy Auditorium is a fantastic space for that. If you're looking for somewhere to host an event, whether it's family, whether it's business, whether it's church, they have a beautiful auditorium, and it's large. It's got plenty of room for you to be open, and if you're still looking, social distancing and all of that. It's wonderful. It's got a stage. It's got a green room area. It's kind of everything you can pretty much want out of an event venue.
Truly, and as a nonprofit speaking to 5 other 501c3s in the area, this is a fantastic event for us to be able to also network and find out opportunities for partnership and collaboration, which is very much the heart of the nonprofit world in this area, which is fantastic.
I think that's one of the things I like the most about the event the last few years is just looking at the nonprofits, talking to each other and learning more about each other. And speaking of nonprofits, I know we already have a couple that have signed up that will be there. We have, we're going to have the Central Virginia Alliance for Community Living will be there, and they offer some fantastic services for our area.
Yes. And their services expand way beyond what you think, and they very much are a wraparound and very much person-centered. So, and of course, we know them through other venues with the Kentucky Derby celebration every May and all the other cool things that they do. But they serve the community in this huge, broad area. Go to their website, check out what they do. They're awesome. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I'm a fan. They're a couple of blocks away from us. So.
I knew they were on your list. I wanted to lead us into it because I want to kind of chat with you about them, and we just have some Harmony Day support is going to be part of the event and sponsoring, and we just have a multitude of different organizations that are signing up for this, and we want you to be a part of it if you're a nonprofit.
Alzheimer's Association. If you guys know anything about Alzheimer's, I will talk about it all day. I'm a community educator with Alzheimer's Association, but I'm passionate about this because there are opportunities that we have for increasing the quality of our lives and increasing the quality of lives of those who are already suffering from this absolutely horrendous and awful disease. So anytime that you have that opportunity to sit down and talk with someone and value them for who they are at that stage in their journey, please do so. There's some amazing conversations that can come out of that. Alzheimer's Association has plenty of community education groups, and there are speakers. We work together across the state to do Zoom education events. So if there is something specific that you want to talk about, please call the Alzheimer's Association, and we can help hook you up. For those who are caregivers, there is a 24-hour hotline that is staffed by people who completely understand and can help with resources. And it doesn't matter. 2:00 in the morning is a great time to call when you have that moment and you're feeling very overwhelmed. And that support is right there for you, free of charge, ready to go, 24 hours a day. So, yep.
Well, I'll also mention the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention and the Out of the Darkness Walk. The Out of the Darkness Walk is coming up in October, and so I know they are still looking for people to sign up that want to participate. Of course, they're always in need of volunteers. They serve, there are so many people that are struggling with mental health issues, and I would even go so far as to say, especially now with COVID, where we've had people that have been stuck in their homes and they haven't been getting out, and it's just something that I think it's not something to be scared to talk about, and they're not, and they work with families, and they show you that, you can still come out and be strong and support your loved ones. And so I highly encourage you to check out the Out of the Darkness walk in the American Suicide Prevention Foundation. Yep.
Well, I like pets.
Oh, I thought you went to go get something
I
to eat.
know.
Haven't
And
heard
I'm
from you.
like, y'all
Where
just
are
check
you?
out. Look, I worked hard on my list.
Is Autumn
and I
asleep
have not
over there?
said 2 words. I'm
gonna
gonna
go
butt
get
in
something
for
to
a
eat.
minute. I'm gonna butt in, and I'm gonna say I like animals and Central Virginia Regional Rescue. I love all of these places that work to rehome and rescue and do all of that for animals, whether it's dogs, cats, all of that. They are a nonprofit here in Forest, and it is all volunteer run. So if you have time, if you love animals and care about them and want to see them cared for and off the streets and actually have loving homes, then feel free to volunteer with them. You can find them on Facebook. They're open for adoptions, and a lot of them, you can donate. If you don't have time to volunteer, if you don't have, room in your home for animals, then you can definitely donate whatever they need. So contact them because they're a really great group too.
They are. I love going to see them. They're at the farmers market, and they'll have the animals out that you can check those out. And I'll also mention Prestige Kennel. Speaking of animals, we had an event there, and what a fabulous place to board your pets at, your dogs. It was so clean, and you could just really tell they cared about the animals that they had there. It wasn't just they're taking care of them and you're just bringing them in there, but they really truly care about the animals, and they have these places for them to play. They even have a little senior room, which I thought was cute, where the little senior dogs could lay down and not have to worry about.
That's where I would be.
The other.
Me and my senior dog would be up in the senior room.
Yes.
I like it. So if you have, we're talking about pets and stuff, but if you have unwanted things in your home, then you want to call Dodson Brothers Pest Control to get those pesky creatures out of your house. They do.
I thought you were talking about unwanted pets. I was like, where are you going?
No, I'm talking about
I was scared for a minute.
I'm talking about the living, breathing things that you may have in your home that do not contribute to your household and you want gone.
Gotcha.
And they do free estimates. So look them up on Facebook, go to their website and get that free estimate and get them out there, because you don't want any bugs up in your house. And I've seen some crazy bugs floating around on Facebook. Have you seen it on social media? Watch out for this bug. Watch out for that one.
No, I'm glad to say I have missed that.
Some of them are new, and I don't appreciate it because you just never know.
My neighbor and I were sitting outside the other night, and all of a sudden this cicada dropped on right between us.
A cicada?
Yeah. It had been yelling, and then finally it got done and just dropped out of the tree.
It was going, hey, hey.
It's like, you guys are doing your Friday night cocktail hour without me.
I'm
Well,
gonna sip.
Yeah, I don't do cicadas or stink bugs. Only 2 bugs I do not.
What? See, I can play with those all day long. I don't do the ones that want to bite and attack and gnaw on my legs. I don't do those.
yeah, we've seen pictures.
I witnessed it live.
Oh my gosh.
So speaking of your home, though, if you're looking at redecorating your home and looking at, going in and you can make items for your home or candles, Blue Mountain Barn in River Ridge Mall. Let's talk about them for just a second. They are fabulous. Tressa and Joey have just made this. I mean, if you walk in there, you feel like you're in a completely different, you're not even in the mall anymore. The way they've done like the walls, like the wooden wall, what are they, the slats that you can.
It's completely transformed.
Yes,
barnwood.
It is gorgeous.
Barnwood, that's it, the barnwood. And you can do those make and take events there. You can build your own candles. They have so many different things there that you can do yourself, but then they also have items that you can just purchase too that kind of have that home decor, that primitive look to it. I just love that store. I haven't been in a while, so I need to go back and see what they have new.
Yeah, I was in there the other day because their daughter,
Oh,
Ashton, her bath line, like her bath salts and her bath bombs and soaps are amazing. I use them almost every day.
I can't say how much I love that kid.
I mean, she's the sweetest thing, like ever.
And I say this all the time. She is just the epitome of what you think a young entrepreneur looks like.
Yes.
And so I have to put that out there because she's just fantastic.
And that will take care of the inside of your home. But if you really want to spruce up the outside of your home, Whippledale Greenhouse.
Oh, yes.
Yep, out here in Bedford, up 122, and they have fall plants that are going to be ready. Their mums every year are fantastic. And if you ever have been to the town of Bedford, which, I don't know why you haven't, the baskets that they put in town, Whippledale does those every single year. They do.
They're beautiful.
I got
are
my
gorgeous.
plants from there this year. And they were really nice about telling me like what to plant when and what to not start planting it. They were really knowledgeable about that. But I will also mention that the Bedford Farmers Market is going to be open during the week. And I mean, not on the weekends. And you can go there to get your plants or vegetables.
They even have music this Friday night.
Yes.
I don't remember David and let me look because it's awesome. But
And
you might need some money. You might need some money for all these home improvements that we're talking about. You should go over to Beacon Credit Union.
Oh, yeah.
Get a loan.
Yes.
They can happily handle that.
And they're open now in Bedford. As well as in, they have the different areas in Lynchburg. They have different, and Madison Heights. They have one in Madison Heights as well. So I like to just mention the different branches. They've been a great sponsor for us. We just had our Battle of the Bands that they sponsored. They're also a sponsor of the Community Giving Fair. So yes, definitely check out Beacon Credit Union.
And quite frankly, if you really do want to look at some major home improvements, the Better Home Improvements over in Salem, holy cow, they can redo. It's so cool because if you look at what they do, they talk about major renovations, but they also talk about your bedroom. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary of peace.
I just redid mine last year, and I'm sorry, I'm talking out of the microphone.
No, you're
I
not.
just redid mine last year, and I love it. You're right. I like to go in there and have me a little sippy sip at the end of the evening. What are you doing?
Try not to chew in the mic.
Oh, I thought you were trying to give me a bite.
No, I'm not sharing.
See what happens when you bring food up in here. But somebody had said the farmer's market. So if you go over to the Forest Farmer's Market on Saturdays, the Enchanted Elderberry is there.
yeah.
And she has got some amazing immune boosting products. So definitely check her out. She's on Facebook. She's very popular. She's grown.
Yes, she has.
I see her everywhere.
Her
yeah.
elderberry syrup though is phenomenal.
Yes.
It's delicious too.
And back to the homes, it's getting that time. Thank goodness. Fall, y'all.
Yes.
It's almost here.
Thank goodness.
There's a
I'm
crisp
burning
in the
up.
air today. Of course, that's due to,
Now I
the
would appreciate
storm.
it if it would stay fall, like not just have like 3 days of fall and then it just be winter. I feel like that's what
Yeah,
happens all the
true.
time.
But prepare now because Black Goose Chimney Service here in Bedford, look them up. You can book your session right there online with them. Get those chimneys cleaned. Don't be trying to do those fires and.
With all that soot and
Yeah.
stuff built up in there that's gonna.
Or if you just bought a new home and you don't, you never checked, I don't know. Get it checked out. I don't know.
Isn't that part of home inspection?
Yes.
Probably.
And speaking
Get
of,
it checked.
you can get Athena Home Inspections to come and look at your home. If you're not sure, they do the home inspections in our area. So highly Athena Bobbitt, she does a fantastic job with
So after you go to
that.
Beacon and get that home loan, and then you've got your chimney cleaned out, and then you got blank walls, so you need to head over to the Bauer Center. Right now there's an incredible photography show going on. Maggie Takes Pics is featured there. A calligraphy photo and script has some pics on that one. All local, well, not all local artists, I think all local artists, but it's a fantastic photography show, so everybody go check that out. And some of those are for sale. So if you see something that you want to look at more than once in your life, grab it, because, home is where the heart is, and make your home beautiful.
And speaking of Maggie Takes Pics, she's doing a new sort of, what is it, the 50s?
50 over 50.
50 over 50. And I've seen some of her pictures, and she, oh my goodness, she just really knows how to take someone and turn them into like that wow photo that she has of some of those ladies. I'm just like, oh, look at them. They look great. And they look happy and like they're comfortable in their skin. And, I wouldn't be. I mean, I need to, when I take pictures, I always feel like I don't know, frumpy, but Maggie makes you feel good about it. She did our headshots, and she has a way of making you feel comfortable to where you feel like you're,
Yes.
you know,
I can
at
say
home.
that from personal experience of this is 2021. So yeah, 11 years ago when my mother passed away, one of the things that we did at her visitation is all of these pictures throughout her life that we could find. And I remember my sisters and I all said, golly, if we did this today, it would be all of our families because we were the ones taking it. And maybe we don't want our picture taken. It does not matter. Those who love you, your wonderful friends who love you, want to see you and want to see all these parts of your life and celebrate you. So by golly, go get celebrated. If you're over 50, do it. If you're under 50, great. She'll brand you and make you feel great too. So
Can we take a moment of silence for this food
Oh.
again?
I mean, we can.
I'm just gonna. Sorry, Woody.
I haven't
like,
checked the news. Did someone
don't-
pass?
Woody's going, this is radio. We don't do silence.
This, I just don't even know where to start.
I know.
This food is amazing.
I
wonderful.
know, I'm gonna have to go get some. Did you see those funnel? Yes, you got some. The
Yes,
funnel
girl,
cake
I
fries from
did.
East Coast Wing. I think they call them carnival fries. They are delicious.
Yeah.
Where are we at? Oh,
Well, I can say real quick. I'll touch on a couple of
trying to
other quick
swallow.
things that are coming up in our area that we have here. Beaver Dam Farm Sunflowers. Their Sunflower Festival is going to be kicking off in another week or so. They've got 2 weekends that you can go out to. VIP night is the first weekend, and you can have the sunflowers. They actually just got a new app where you can go on there and you can see the different vendors they're going to have and all of that. So download that app for Beaver Dam Farm Sunflowers. And then also Chapel Creek Farms. They're going to be hosting their cider festival in October. I actually have the pleasure of going out and speaking at that event. And so they're going to have vendors, and I can't say enough about the quality of the meat at Chapel Creek Farms. If you're
Yes.
looking to get, high grade beef to have for a cookout or a picnic or whatever you need it for.
and if you've never talked to Melody and Johnny, you are missing out.
You are missing out.
I mean, Melody has got a personality. I mean, I could talk to her all day long.
Well, I could
all day
listen
long.
because she's incredible. But Johnny is awesome. I was sharing
Yes.
with him when I grew up on a farm, and when we would sucker the corn, when we thin out the corn to grow because they don't grow too close together.
Right.
This is back in the old days, you guys. Obviously, I love Maggie because I am over 50, not just because of that, but back in the day where we did this by hand, so we'd take all the corn over to the fence and the cows would just come running because the stalks are like 2-3 feet high. And that was like cow crack. I mean, they loved it. They were just, so you have this big long green tongue coming out and licking half your arm while it takes the stalk out. It was the most fun
Why is it green?
because they eat grass, honey.
I had a cow and I don't know. It was slimy. I'm going to make myself
killing
sick. I'm
me.
sitting here trying to eat. But yeah.
But anyway, so I was talking to Chapel Creek about that, and they were telling me that their cows, they have a cow especially that loves gone over bagels. So if you have bagels that are way past the due date that are stale as all get out, take them over to Chapel Creek, help feed the cows because you're going to get the benefit on the backside with some fantastic beef.
Oh my goodness. And going back to the Beaver Dam Farm Sunflower Festival, Prissy Nerd is going to be there. Excuse me. I'm choking on chicken. And she does handmade jewelry and gorgeous, gorgeous jewelry. So definitely check her out. She's been to a lot of festivals around here. And if you're not sure what you want to do, because we're getting to the time where there's festivals, there's events, there's things happening constantly. Excuse me. You can always go to Destination Bedford. It's destinationbedfordva.com, or go to the Welcome Center here in Bedford. It is a gorgeous Welcome Center.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And the people that work there and volunteer there are so helpful. But they would love to put you in contact with any kind of event, any shopping experience, any outdoor adventures, and not just here in Bedford, but they've got a lot of brochures, a lot of pamphlets for all over the area. So definitely check them out. And I want to give a shout out, now that we're talking about events and stuff, Bays Trash Removal. Brad Bays and that company are just phenomenal. They do, they provide portable toilets for all of our events. And he is just so easy to work with. But you can do an easy quote online for any project that you have at home, or if you are hosting an event, just, give them a call on their website, or get the number from the website, and he can get you hooked up.
That is awesome, because, we need that. I want to talk a little bit about Card My Yard. I think I love that. I know, they're so sweet. They're so awesome. And they love celebrating the little things. So you can get those fantastic cards in your yard to announce to everyone these cool little things. Because quite frankly, don't we need to be celebrating each other? We do. And don't we need to take that moment of gratitude and celebrate these really cool things that are going on in our lives? Like the fact that we do have rain, but not quite as much rain as they were originally thinking. So we're doing okay. So let's celebrate that, because we know that we've been dry. So this is all good. It helps our water table.
Yes, I'm all about
for
that.
those of us on wells, we pay attention to
that. Casper UAV. He does. You were saying something about roofing earlier. Doesn't he do roofing?
And well, he does the drone work, drone photography. So he can fly his drone over top of different. A lot of roofers use them. I know a lot of solar people that are going solar right now use him for like inspections on the roof or helping them do measurements and things like that. And speaking of another fantastic entrepreneur, Raga does a great. Such a fantastic young man.
Oh, he's wonderful and really cool for businesses. If you want to be able to, especially during this fantastic, ever-loving pandemic that we're continuing, he can come in to your place of business and actually do a tour with the drone. So he can take that around, and then you will have that to put on website, Facebook, whatever, so that your customers can actually see, communicate with them, and show them the parts of your business that you want your customers to know about, so that you can better serve them. So fantastic young man, absolutely incredible.
Yeah. Apex Home Loans. They are a champion sponsor of ours, of the CVABC. Yes. So if you're tired of your home, you just want something different.
If you're looking to refinance.
Yeah, looking to refinance.
I think rates are pretty low right now.
I don't know.
Yeah. So you definitely want to give Rhonda Holt. She does a great job. First-time home buyers. I know I've seen a lot of posts lately that she's been doing where she's getting people into homes. And one thing I also love about Rhonda is if you don't think you're quite there yet, like maybe your credit isn't exactly what you need, she works really hard to help you get there. Like she will go through your credit report. She'll tell you what you need to do to kind of get approved in how many months that it takes you to get there. But she really works hard with people to make sure that they know what to do to get where they want to be, instead of just floundering around thinking you're doing it right and then realizing you're not.
Yeah. Speaking of financial stuff, and you had mentioned Legacy Auditorium earlier, where we just had our coffee talk, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous facility. But also Legacy Wealth Management.
Yes.
That's on English Tavern Road, and they do financial plans, educational seminars, client appreciation events. They just did one. They had pictures up where they had bounce houses and all kinds of stuff out there. You can go to lynchburglegacy.com if you're in need of a financial plan, and really, who is not?
And then, you're going to need some insurance on all this cool stuff that's going on in your life. So you can call Campbell, because they are a full-service insurance agency in Lynchburg. They're local. They talk to you. They're fantastic. Now, if you want to insure your life, though, and what you do, then Cobra Self-Defense Virginia. It's the place for you. Sydney's over there with Lisa and Ben, and they offer incredible classes, executive training, active shooter, ladies' nights, Blue Ridge Combatives, Blue Ridge Martial Arts Academy. They offer a full array of ways to make sure that we all stay safe. And we are all vitally important on this earth, and we are an asset to somebody. And the best thing that we can do is make sure that our kids know what to do, how to call 911, how to talk on the phone, what to do if they think that they're in danger, what we need to do if we think that we're in danger and how to help someone else. So,
I talked to him the other day. I definitely,
which is always a delight. Oh my goodness.
I
He's
think so
fantastic.
much of Sydney and his wife. Yes.
Yep.
But I want to take one of those classes.
Come on.
I
I'll
know.
help you.
I need to. Don't you teach? Don't you do something?
I help. I
You help?
help.
I
I'm
love
an
the
instructor with
pictures.
that. Oh my gosh, it is so much fun. And I have to say, I've had people come up to me and say, well, I'm not in the best shape. I don't want to start that. I don't want people to know just how out of shape I am. And my whole thing is, if we're in a critical situation, whatever is causing that doesn't care what kind of shape we're in either. And no change starts unless we start changing. So, come on out, start where you are. That's the only place you can start. But where you go is, also up to you. So if you think about where do you want to be and what you can do, then by golly, you can get there.
And he said that because I have issues with my hands and I have certain fingers that don't bend anymore that are swollen. And he said, don't worry about it. Because that's what I thought, well, I can't do that. But honestly, I mean, if somebody's attacking me, I'm really not going to be thinking about, well.
I'm sorry, excuse me. Can you come from this side?
Yes, this is my bad side, sir. But he said, you can adapt and they can work with you. So
Yep.
that's what I need to do.
Yes, everything from all kinds of things. And that's exactly it, because it shouldn't be limited to folks who have full range of motion and everything works perfectly. That's, we're a society of imperfect people with challenges in different areas. So you start where you are, and we go from there. Holy cow, she's about to tear up the mic.
Well, speaking of health and not feeling like,
Woody turned around fast.
feeling like maybe you're not in the best shape, I encourage people to check out Lat Wellness Studio, Lori Andrews, and out at Smith Mountain Lake. And she just today had her grand opening for her new brick and mortar studio that she's been putting a lot of effort into. And so I encourage people to check them out. You can go to latpersonaltraining.com, and it has her schedule on there and the different programs that she does. And I know she's still doing some virtual, so if you don't want to get out in a crowd, you can go there. And then also the Manita Athletic Club is another place to look at as well if you're out towards the lake. Highly recommend. They've got they've got all the equipment. They do classes. They even do some children's classes like gymnastics and things like that for your kids.
Excellent. So if you want to be outside, though, maybe not today, but, on other days where you want some kind of water-based, call Pool Fooling. They'll put your pool in. Then go swimming and do some laps.
And actually call them
That is
too
good
right now if you're
therapy.
looking to close your pool.
Yeah.
Because we're getting to the end of the season. So
I
they
just
can
put
come
mine
out.
up.
Funny.
I did.
A kiddie pool?
Yes.
You got a good
No,
48
it's a-
hours of using it.
It's a great big pool. I told William, I said, we need to get a heater. I need somebody to call that sells heaters for big pools.
Well,
But it is good therapy. It's great exercise. So definitely. But if you want to exercise your mind, though, on a day like this, you want to go to One Way Out.
You just read my mind. I was thinking the same thing.
I said mind. You said mind. Must be the chicken we're eating. But yes, I have not been to One Way Out escape room in Lynchburg on Lakeside Drive, but I do the little, the apps or whatever you can do on your phone. I feel like I'm not very good at it. I always have to cheat. I need clues. But if anybody out there would
Well,
like
here's
to
your
go, I'm
clue.
willing to go. Yes, I want to go. But it's good for, families, friends, but also team building within your organization or your company. So
it's true. That
just
is
don't
awesome.
kill each other.
Don't kill each other.
No.
Don't be suspicious.
And see, I love if I can play. 'Cause speaking of team building, Millihan Coaching and Consulting. She will work together with businesses to help with team building, how to talk about organizational skills, all types of. So if you're a business owner and you're looking for somebody to come in and kind of help you out with your business, Ann Millihan is great. She offers some wonderful seminars and different ways she can come in and help your team.
And what if you're in Amherst County? Because, Amherst is over there, and, right now we're sitting over here, but because if you do need a space for that, for Ann to come in and do something, or for anybody to come in and do an event, you can go to Second Stage Amherst. It's a creative community center located in the historic former church that's now been listed on the National Register. Whoop, whoop.
All right.
I know, it's really cool. And it's a great gathering places for public events such as performance or meeting or classes. You can just go online, Second Stage Amherst, and Google them or, and go ahead and rent a space and have some team building and enjoy a really cool environment. Because it's not often that we can go say, well, I spent the day in a National Historic building on the registry. So, might as well. It's beautiful millwork. Absolutely gorgeous.
Can we go back real quick to this food?
No.
I have
Oh,
to.
to the food.
Have
Yes,
you tried
absolutely.
these croissants with the jelly
No.
stuffed croissants from the
I'll be right
Smith Mountain Lake
back.
Coffee House?
Because my
They're like-
plate's empty.
Yes, they're miniature croissants and they're stuffed with it's like a jelly donut, but it's a croissant.
Oh my gosh. look.
This is delicious right here. I'm going to have to drive out to Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House every day now and get those if they're on the menu. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. But if you do need another coffee house, and thank you to Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House for sponsoring, Mission House Coffee downtown and over at River Ridge is a fantastic coffee house. Tommy Clark and his family own it. Great place to get a variety. I had an incredible cup this morning from them, and which is why I'm talking so fast right now. So
I love
really
the
good
fact
stuff.
that we have great coffee houses in different areas of
Yes.
our
Oh, I
community.
I do too.
So it's like I don't
we
feel
need it.
like I'm talking about one more than the other because if you're in downtown Lynchburg, you're not going to the Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House that day for coffee. But if you're out that way, or if you're in Bedford, you might want to head out that way. And so we have some fantastic coffee shops that are local. I can't say it enough. Local. In this area.
And speaking of Mission House, so I'm actually not a huge fan of coffee. But I go
You
there a
need
lot.
to get out of this.
I know
right
you were
now.
going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
But
Do I
have
need
you
to kill
looked at
that
the
mic?
tea selection over there? Holy
They
cow,
have
it's
the
incredible.
best. They have the best sweet tea.
Well, they have the
I-
best teas. Look at all the flavors.
I know. I will
Wow.
go in there and my husband will get his mocha frappe because that's his go-to. And I would just give me the biggest cup of sweet tea you possibly can because it is better than McDonald's. It's better than any place I've ever had. I love their sweet tea.
Don't forget, we have sweet tea sponsored by somebody in there.
Woody,
but
I'm
the-
sorry. I got jelly donut all over your table.
Oh, he's fine. He doesn't care. But with talking about how we have different locations of that, if you're a downtown person, then you know that we've gone through this wonderful transformation down Main Street forever. But it's also blocked us from getting to each other as easily. So when we talk about Mission on one end of Commerce, and then on the other up on Main, we've got Whitehart. So which is also in a really cool building. So there are all these different places that are there to serve you, and they will, you can have meetings there. You can have some meetings and hang out and have some great beverages, have some great food. It's awesome what we have here in this area.
I have spent an entire afternoon at Whitehart having coffee with my mom, who was out of town, who had come in from out of town. And they've got games there. I mean, and on a day like this, it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mission House has that room in the back that you can rent out that's, big and open. You can do all kinds of stuff in there.
And you can listen to the beans being roasted right then and there.
See,
Because Tommy's back there roasting beans, and he's putting them in little K-cups and bags, and
he is doing the K-Cups
he's
now?
doing the K-cups.
I need some K-Cups.
Yep.
Now that I moved up to a
awesome stuff.
Keurig.
Hey, welcome to the big time. Even though real coffee people say, you've got to brew it yourself. And they do it there for you. So you just go buy a cup from one of our fantastic coffeers.
See, I love all my coffee.
Mm-hmm.
But if you like barbecue, who does not?
Who does not?
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
County Smoke. So all I'm going to say is this. They are closing down, I think it's next week or the week after. I did not write that down. But they are doing the American Royal Barbecue Championships in Kansas City, which they said is the world's largest barbecue competition.
Wow.
How do you get to be a
Shut the
judge in
book.
that?
That is awesome.
So I'm
Wow.
excited. So go to County Smoke's Facebook page and wish them luck. Or you can order online because they're not closed up yet for the competition. And they are on Timberlake Road.
Oh, I do want to roll back over to Mission House real quick. Mission House is recognizing CASA this month as their charity. So you can take whatever the cost is for whatever you're getting and round it up to the next dollar, and that difference goes to that charity at the end of the month. So please go by and do that. Also, CASA recognized Mission House as the 2021 Blair Mosley Corporate Excellence Award, So congratulations to them on doing an incredible volunteer donor appreciation picnic to be recognized and all that they do in the community to be part of the community, and which enriches us all because they are live, love, and laugh.
Yes.
Wow. So I'm going to take a quick Christmassy moment to mention that
Great.
the Lynchburg and Bedford Christmas Parade applications are available now. So if you want to take part in the Lynchburg or Bedford Christmas parades, contact us at the Central Virginia Business Coalition to get signed up. But I also wanted to talk about the Virginia Dare. So they are going to be doing their lighted boat parade again this year. So they are currently asking people to save the date on that and enjoy being able to go out on the Virginia Dare, and they take a 2-hour cruise around the lighted boats that are on the lake. So
I need to do that.
You've got to check out Virginia Dare Cruises and Marina and the different things that they offer. Not just the lighted boat parade, but they have all sorts of different themed events they do on the Virginia Dare.
I actually used to work with the lady who got the dare to the lake. So talk about a
Really?
cool adventure to get that boat to the lake.
Do you know where it originated from?
I wasn't prepared for extra questions.
Bonus points if you know. I don't know though. That's really neat though.
You know, I as much food as we have here, I think I just need to handle just walking over to Hot and Cold Cafe. I can't even say it. One of our fantastic downtown businesses that now we have 2 ways to go on Main Street, so it makes it easier to get around.
Yes, was it buttered chicken?
Oh my goodness, yes.
So good.
So good.
So good.
Oh, love them.
Going back to the home decor for a minute, I want to mention Nanny's Prims and Decor.
Mm-hmm.
They are now open in 2 locations. They have their location on Forest Road, but they're also in Amherst. And so Kim does a great job of stocking just beautiful items for your home. And she's always constantly coming up with someone new. I think her Halloween stuff is in right now. I saw her posting some really cute Halloween items. So if you're looking to decorate your home, check them
Paisley
out.
Gifts.
Oh, yeah, Paisley Gifts and
Oh my
more.
gosh, yeah.
They are
can
great.
take it. And you know, you're going to have to walk on something good, so head over to Persian Rugs.
Yeah, that's right next
Make
door.
your feet happy when you got your
Yep.
shoes off, because you don't want to have your shoes on in your house. We all talk about this. You know, you're dragging in your whole day into your house on the bottom of your feet. So take them off, get yourself a great rug, make your feet happy.
And then after you get a rug, go next door to that, to Bloom by Doyle's, and grab some flowers to make your house smell beautiful.
Wow.
And you can hit everything up right there in a row.
That is awesome. And if you want to feel even better, head over to Nature's Outlet and get yourself some good stuff to stick in your body to make it feel just as good as your feet.
Yes. Yes. That was Nature's Outlet does have a lot of great stuff that you can use for your health. And I know a lot of people are using different vitamins and things right now, and you can get those at Nature's Health, and they can help you, and also health nutrition. Either one, you can go to either, and they can help you with. I can't even. I'm trying to be like professional. Everybody's here laughing. Excuse us for a minute while we all just have a breakdown. But also speaking of health, Kangen Water and Michelle Richardson. Tell us about her, because I just love.
She just needs to call in.
She's great.
I can't talk about all that, but I love that water. You know, one of the things I think both, she's so fantastic. So she brought me some so I could find out just how fantastic it was. And it's true. You just don't need as much to get hydrated because it's all correct pH balance. So, and you can even clean with it. My goodness.
I know. It's a disinfectant and anti-something.
Yeah, that's why we need her to call in.
Antibacterial.
to get all of it
I think
right.
it is. The
Yeah.
different settings or something?
Yes.
Anti-greaser? I
Yeah.
don't know. Degreaser, I
Yeah.
guess you say.
Yeah, she'll
But
tell you all
I
about
found,
it. It is
excuse
awesome.
me, I found that I was drinking more water because it didn't fill me up. Like it was just thinner.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find that? And I drink a lot of water during the day. I tried to do 100
I don't know.
at least.
100 ounces or cups?
100 ounces.
Okay.
Yes.
Kind of depends on how much you have to do.
Yeah.
that day,
Not a
'cause, you know.
gallon either, but
Yeah.
yeah. So
No, I agree. Because staying hydrated is vitally important in this day and age, especially if you're out to do walk to end Alzheimer's or walk out of the darkness or any of our other things that are involved in 5Ks, 10Ks, like the half marathon and all that kind of good stuff. So you need to be hydrated. So talk to her about that.
And all that exercise, if you're doing all that,
Oh gosh, I know.
you know, still water flotation. Speaking of water and exercise and needing to
Pool
relax.
Fooling. I mean, let me roll back over to Pool Fooling about that.
But still water. They were
for it.
on the show about a month or so ago.
Yep.
And
Because they run deep.
can't play with you. But you go into their salt baths or salt tubs or whatever, and you float. And I still have not gotten there. I have got to get there because, you know, as many issues as I have, and, you know, anybody that's a runner, not me, anybody else that's a runner or is doing these 5Ks or whatever, then that's a great place to go and just loosen up your body. All that salt is good for your muscles and your tendons.
Let's go.
Yep. And then if you're looking for some fun on the water, you can contact the Mighty James River Company because they do the kayak and the canoe and all of that on the James River. Yes.
I got to do a paddle board.
So if you're still
Get
looking
up
for
and fall back in. That's my paddleboard experience. It's kind of like skiing in the snow. I thought, I watched the Olympics. I can do this. I was 17, granted, but still, you know, when I had no brain. But yeah, I found out real quick. I used muscles I didn't even know I have because they all appeared the next day and inflamed sort of.
Bulging.
Yeah, they were like, oh, what did you do? So yeah, that's me on a paddleboard. But yeah, it's a tremendous amount of fun, and we should do that.
Speaking of Olympics, if you're looking for something, no, I'm just saying, you brought up Olympics. I'm trying to play off of it here.
Way to go.
Dynamic gymnastics. I'd like to bring them up there. I remember if you're looking for somewhere to take your kids, if they're looking at getting into gymnastics, or even they do like the ninja school training.
Ninja Warrior.
The Ninja Warrior. I highly recommend dynamic gymnastics. I can, what is it like? I'm not prepared, but I'm also a client because my daughter goes there. So I can honestly say they do a great job with the girls and boys there that they work with. And so they do parent night out. So if you're looking to just, you know, go out somewhere and want somewhere to drop your kid off for some fun, they like bring them pizza and watch movies with them and let them play around, and they watch your kids. Yeah, birthday parties. So
That's awesome. Yep. And you can go down to the Glass House on those parent night outs and have oh gosh, you guys, I'm sorry, I just blanked. It's either Tuesday or Thursday that you can go rosé on.
Rosé, yeah. I think it's Tuesday.
Tuesday, thank you. And that benefits a nonprofit in the area, so by golly, head on
sounds
over there.
nice.
It is awesome.
I want to do that.
I mean, I tell you, and you want to talk about downtown, well then, you know, head up a couple of blocks and donate and volunteer at Daily Bread, whose mission is to serve a meal a day every day of the year, which they do with great success. And if you don't know Tracy, go meet her. She's incredible. Yes. She's definitely somebody who blesses all of us tremendously. So,
is it almost wedding season?
It is. Well, fall, yes.
I feel like fall is a wedding season. So if you
I get married in the fall.
I wanted
Absolutely.
a fall
It's
wedding.
beautiful.
That didn't happen, but it is what it is. So if you are getting ready to propose or thinking about proposing for Christmas, which is going to come up sooner than we think.
Maybe Christmas 22.
Yes.
Oh, you mean proposing? Yeah.
Proposing.
Yeah, go ahead and propose, yeah.
Yeah, so there's lots of options that you have. One is Arthur's Jewelry here in downtown Bedford on North Bridge Street, and they have been open since 1897.
Oh, that is awesome.
And Jim is just so fun to talk to, and they just redid, I think it was last year or the year before. These years are flying by. They just redid the inside of their shop, and he does all kinds of jewelry. He sells watches. He does jewelry repair. So if you're like me and you have a bag of jewelry that needs to be repaired because you can't wear it anymore, take your little sandwich bag of jewelry to Jim, and he will hook you up. He will get it done.
Charms on, you know, all those little things that you need that kind of assistance with, diamond cleaning, everything.
Yeah, he does it all.
Yeah, and if you're over in Forest, you can head over to Grace Marie and go see her fantastic selection of jewelry that is absolutely gorgeous, I tell you.
And her husband handcrafts.
Yeah.
A lot
So
of
you
their
want custom.
pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're
Which
gorgeous.
is cool because, you know, that one unique thing, you know, unique because we're all unique in so many wonderful ways.
Oh, we are special.
We are very special.
And then once you get engaged, girls,
And you've said yes.
ladies,
yeah, you're going to need someone
say yes
to
to
do
the dress.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
say
what?
yes to the dress. Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead with that one. I'll segue off of that. Go ahead. No, that dress
Like,
is important.
roll this
Everybody's
back
going to be
around.
looking.
So we've got Ashley Grace Bridal
Yeah.
in Forest. If you want to save some bucks or are on a budget, then Hearts and Kisses out there on Leesville Road. They've got brand new and once loved wedding gowns for rent.
Yeah, and then you're going to need some invitations and the invitation addressing, and you can go online to Alligraphy's photography and script.design and take a look at those services. Help design a very unique as your wonderful and beautiful engagement ring, wedding plan, and get your invitations done.
Yeah, so the lady
Hand
that
in
does
calligraphy?
that, I don't know who she is, but she is so talented.
She is.
You look scared.
No, I'm getting ready to eat this chicken nugget. I'm just waiting because I was going to say something before I ate this chicken nugget.
She's so talented, and there's a Facebook page, and I highly recommend you go there and look because I can't even write normal and read it. I cannot imagine doing something fancy like that.
And for businesses who want to send out VIP thank you cards, we can customize those and make it a very special thank you card for your most important clients. Because, hey, gratitude is really helpful in this world today of being able to just say thank you to all of our service employees who are staying in there, who are hanging in there in the restaurants, who are making it great for all of us. So anytime we can show gratitude, let's do it.
And once you have the invitations done, then you're going to start looking for your photography. So we've already talked about Maggie Takes Pics, but I'll also mention Bridge Street Studio here in Bedford and Callie Peterson. She does a fantastic job with photography. And then flowers. We also have terrace blooms here in Bedford, forest flowers in Forest. So we want to make sure there's so many different places that you can go. Catherine's Flower Shop in Lynchburg and get those floral arrangements. And then talking about cakes, I know the Blue Lady here in Bedford does some fabulous wedding cakes. Jay does a fantastic job with that.
And then what happens when you want to take your wedding party out and do something super special? To do a little bit of your own kind of team building before they help you with your incredible day, you can head over to Board and Brush and do an event together.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then the day of, getting ready, you can check out Envy Salon in Bedford and get yourself all dolled up and ready for the event. And then,
And you can get a spray tan there too.
oh, yeah.
By what is it? Glow by Gina? Is
Yes.
that it? Yes.
Yes, you can. Or you can also go to Hollywood Glow in Forest and check out Hollywood Glow for that spray tan as well. And then once you've said I do and the reception's over, head to Disney with Minnie's Travel Boutique for your honeymoon. Everyone wants to honeymoon in Disney. So you can go there, or you can call Travel Lovers, another one of our fantastic travel members that can get you anywhere else in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's, oh my gosh, Woody, thank you for this clock.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I want to hit Iron Lives really quick.
Okay.
Iron Lives out in Appomattox. That is an incredible organization that helps young folks learn all of these fantastic skills to make them successful in their lives. I got to meet the founder and CEO of that, or executive director of that, when I was in grad school at University of Lynchburg, Go Hornets. And that is an incredible place of teaching young men and women how to have some really good upscale social skills, tying a tie. You know, we don't tie ties quite the way we used to. How to set a table, how to help a lady sit down without dropping her on the floor. But all these, how to interview, how not to, how to present the best part of who your wonderful self is. And they are an incredible group of folks, entrepreneurs and fantastic business owners that have stepped up and stepped in to help change these young lives and give us a great next generation. So
That's awesome.
I love them.
Speaking really quickly, I know we only have a couple minutes about Young Lives. If you're looking to help your children kind of grow in their educational areas, definitely check out Fit Learning Roanoke and academics. They can help you actually grow your grade level in like a 10-week session. But thank you again to our food sponsors today, Chick-fil-A, East Coast Wings, Smith Mountain Lake Coffee House, Jersey Mike's, and
Such great stuff. I forgot to say that. Yeah.
So
Thank you.
fantastic food.
I don't
Thank
know
you
whose
so
chips
much.
these are. They're incredible.
And Diane is out.
Oh, Diane, thank you.
always wanted to
Thank
say
you.
that.
Yes. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for everything. We love you. We'll miss you.